What up, y'all? My name is DJ Spinall. You're watching my cover on Accelerate TV.
Sit down on it, fine girl. Sit down on it. Every other day, just sit down on it.
Top, yeah. There are a lot of amazing things that has happened this year, despite the fact that it's been a year full of different roller coaster of events. I'm grateful for life itself. I've released a couple of amazing music, and I'm about to put out my 5th studio album. I've witnessed unexplainable growth this year. As this, it's a lot. It's a lot. In as much as a lot of good things has happened to me, I don't want to be unfair to not acknowledge people who have gone through some of their worst financial years, some of their worst health years. You know, so many crazy things has happened, not just from the virus, but from life itself. And I'm grateful for the year, and it's one of the reasons why I've decided to put out this little gift of mine called Grace the Album. What does Grace mean to me, and why Grace as the title of the album? My whole life has been nothing short of grace. For anybody who has ever followed my journey, my story is beautiful. I've never had to be somebody that I'm not, from grass to where I am today. It's been nothing short of grace. And my first album was called My Story. Second album was called 10. Third album was called Dreams. Fourth album was called Iyanu. And this is my 5th one. It's all grace. I will say that I have one of the most understanding parents that the universe can probably provide. Of course, they were concerned, just like every normal parent. Come on, I read engineering in Nigerian universities. That's 7 years. So to just wake up one morning and say you want to start making music, that's a lot. And I didn't want to give them high blood pressure. And I had to explain. Part of my explanation, I had to basically let them see that it is more to what I'm doing than just saying I want to do it. And they were seeing results. And the thing about our parents is they just want results. Once they see results, they're gushy. So I'm grateful to my parents. I still look up to them till this day. They give me advice. They have more experience than I do in all fields of life, and I listen to them greatly. Shout out to my mom, always praying, always cooking and sending me food. You know how many inspirations you can get from the rice amala. It's a lot, you know. So my dad, on the other hand, is always making sure that I'm making the right decisions. My elder brothers are always checking on me. My younger ones, some of them work with me closely in the managerial aspect of my career, and the other ones, they always advise on fashion and style. I've always had people that I love genuinely around me. Even on set, I have a friend of mine who I've known all my life, and my brother who's been my manager all my life. All around me is people that I've known, that I'm comfortable with, and it makes my work easy, and it makes me feel comfortable wherever I go. When I'm not in the studio, making music, what am I doing? I love to shop. I love clothes. I love to look nice for the girls. Mostly what I do is always around music, to be honest. If I'm not in the studio making music, I'm somewhere, DJing. If I'm not somewhere DJing, I'm somewhere, planning out to make my next event. If I'm not that, I'm making beats. It's always around music. Everything I do is around music. So, and I love music. I don't see it as a job. It's something that I do, even though it's a job now, but it's something that I really, really love to do. And I enjoy doing it so much. So I don't see it as, something to take an escape from. So even if I'm taking an escape from music, I'm listening to other people's music, or probably looking out for who's the next artist in Nigeria or in Africa. To be honest, I think a lot of people influence me. Sometimes they're not even people that make music. Sometimes it's the drummer, sometimes it's the keyboardist, sometimes it's the saxophonist. But in the past, I've always enjoyed music from King Sunny Ade. To this day, I still listen to a lot of King Sunny Ade. I listen to King Ebenezer Obey. I listen to King Wasiu Ayinde, Marshall, which is Kwamwon. I listen to Fela Nicola Kokuti. I listen to so many people. On our way here, I was listening to a lot of classical music from the jazz era and classical era. I listen to today's guys. I listen to a lot of Wizkid. I listen to a lot of Omale. I listen to Burna Boy. I listen to Davido. I listen to Easy. I listen to techno. I'm a big fan of techno. Kiss Daniel. The list is endless. I genuinely love music, and everybody, whether I mention their names or not, I'm sure their music is in my library, and I love music. In regards to Nigerians, where music has gone to, I would say that the best is yet to come. And big shout out to the people who laid the foundations right, like the likes of King Sunny Ade, Oliver like that era. And the next era picked it up. They did something amazing. The next era picked it up. The Daddy era picked it. The Suffice era picked it. The Wizkid era, the Fireboy era is on now. So it's exciting to see different people and different eras come through and upgrade the music and elevate the music in their own way. And I think that's the beauty. The beauty is that the music keeps evolving, and we all keep growing and looking forward to the best. You can see, of course, that the quality of music has changed greatly from the production to the total package of Nigerian music itself. We're one of the most sought after talents in the world. Afrobeats is not a cliche genre anymore like it used to back in the days. And I hold that to everybody contributing their quota. I hold that to the press. I hold that to the DJs. I hold that to the producers. I hold that to the fashion designers, the dancers, the artists, the guitar. Like, everybody has come together to contribute their quota to it. And that is interesting and very, very commendable. Working with Beyonce on Lion King was very special. Beyonce is a very, very different kind of star. She's very, very particular about details. She personally chose everybody that worked on the tape by herself. What they wanted us to do was to listen, A&R, produce, and release. But most of the records that we made were kept for one other reason or the other. So it was also a very it was an interesting time because I'd never met her before. I've always listened to her music. I've never met her. So to walk into the studio and see how she works was quite different. She's very organized. I remember she had a mood board in every room of the studio sessions. She had a mood board on every room at the back of every door. So while I was walking into my studio room, I would look around, and basically she has put together what's in her head on the mood board for everybody to see. So that helps you create even better. So working with her has been interesting, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Is there a genre of music that I will not touch? I don't make genres, I make music. So I don't focus on genres when I'm making music. I just make music that sounds good. And when I'm done making the music, then the team tells me, oh, you've just made jazz. Oh, you've just made R&B. Oh, you've just made amapiano. I'm like, okay. So I focus on making music rather than genre. That's a good question. A piece of advice I wish I knew before coming into the business, I would say that it would be to understand that you're exceptionally special in your field. And the way DJing industry has been played over the years has been nothing short of, there was no much spotlight on the DJs, even though they were doing a lot of amazing things. I wasn't the first DJ to put out records. There've been so many DJs before me who has put out amazing records, but they didn't get as much recognitions for it and accolades for it. So my advice to anybody coming into the business is be straight with yourself and understand that there's no limit to where you can take your talent to. And don't listen to people. Just do what's on your heart and put in the work and put God first and work with a team. Simple, comfortable, stylish. That's something I cannot say on national television. You have to pay me specially to give you Vanguard. You're asking Vanguard Secrets. Anyways, let me be serious. Let me answer your question. How do I choose the arts that I own? Really, it's not far-fetched. Everywhere I travel to, I'd always gone to the local market to see the fabrics that they have in there that is made from Africa. And we've always purchased. We went to Kenya, we went to the local market, we went to Senegal. A lot of people always think I only wear Ankara arts, and they are not all Ankara, even though they have the African print and they look like Ankara. So there are different fabrics that we've gotten from different parts of Africa. Even in Nigeria, we've gotten Ofi, Ashoke, Kente, Ankara. Like, it's all different materials that we use for the cap. And how I style them is basically look at my outfit and check my collection and see what goes with what. At the end of the day, I'm still a fine boy. Avant-garde shit. Any advice for anybody wearing art or who is planning to go hard into arts? I would say number one is respect. You have to respect whatever you put on your head because it's a crown. And it doesn't have to look like the symbol that the kings use. Whatever you put on your head, be it a towel, be it a handkerchief, whatever goes on your head is a crown. You have to respect it. You have to treat it nice. You have to treat it with love and respect. I'm not saying you should idolize it. And as a matter of fact, you can idolize it if you want. It's all your choice. But treat it nice. Store them in a nice place. Arrange them neatly so that they, it's easy for you to move around and see what, that's all. Just treat them nice. Arts are not something you flick around like shoes. Arts are very, very sentimental and they're very personal. If I could blink my eye and land myself in a place right now, where would I be? If I could blink my eye, the most relaxed place. I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking. It's sounding like heaven, but I don't want to go yet. It's sounding like heaven because there's problem everywhere. In Nigeria, NSAS, America, Black Lives Matter, UK, Europe, scattered. I don't know. The only place that I can think of, I'm not ready to blink. I'm going hard. I'm giving it all that I got. I'm gonna continue to do what I do best. Of course, make amazing music, collaborate with amazing talent, discover new talent. I'm going to continue the journey of training the next future stars and DJs. I'm gonna work. This year has actually taught me so many things that I've, probably didn't pay so much attention to. I'm gonna work on myself extremely well moving forward. I'm gonna look after myself, look after my mental health, look after everything that has to do with me. Moving forward, I'm gonna pay more attention to the things that I don't usually pay so much attention to, because we're constantly on the road, constantly working here and there, and that doesn't, avail you more time to look at things from a different point of view. 5 years from now, I'm gonna be definitely in a better space than I am today, and I'm looking forward to that.
Sit down on it, fine girl. Sit down on it. Every
I have just released my 5th studio album. It's called Grace. It features Wizkid, it features Tiwa Savage, Omale, Dice, Cranium, Fireboy. Too many amazing talents on there. Please check it out. So much amazing music, so much special music, and I just want you to listen and enjoy. We have more music coming, definitely, and I'm looking forward to the future. What up, yo? My name is DJ Spinall. Hope you enjoyed my cover on Accelerate TV. If you enjoyed that, please subscribe below. Peace.